Power. Today we're going to be doing a chest and back workout, which makes today week 4, day 4. So here we go. Today we're going to prioritize our 2 movements. As always, what I like to do, what I like to do for these past 4 weeks is I like to find 2 primary exercises and do those 2 primary exercises. The following week, I've changed the 2 exercises. The following week, change the exercises again. So that way, the body keeps on trying to guess, trying to figure out what we're trying to do. So today, what our 2 movements are going to be: barbell rows, supersetted with incline bench press. Now, before we get started on that, we're going to do our warm-up, which as always consists of 3 sets. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because whenever it comes to chest, I like to do a few different things with it. Now, in particular, we're going to go ahead and start off on the incline bench. Bring the bench as high as you can. Yes, it will involve shoulders. However, what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the very top, do our reps, drop a pin. Do our reps, drop a pin. And continue that from the very top all the way until we're parallel to the floor. So for each one, we're going to do 10 repetitions, drop a pin. 10 reps, drop a pin. 10 reps, you get the idea. So we're going to do that for our chest movement. Then for our back movement, the weight we use here for our chest, we're going to carry that over to our dumbbell rows. So we're going to do a movement here, movement there, movement here, movement there. We're going to just continue that back and forth. Now, the next thing is, whenever we come over here to our chest and back workout for incline bench press, this is actually on pin 4. It needs to be on pin 5. But anyway, you have to figure out what you feel as though is your weak point, what you want to put a little more emphasis on, and use that as your basis. For me, I like the idea of prioritizing upper chest versus overall chest. That's me. Figure out which one yours is and go from there. Now, like I said, I'm kind of look to see how this range looks. Yep, good right here. Now, we're not trying to do anything crazy, as always. Just trying to get some blood moving around. With that being said, we're just taking the 15-pound dumbbell. We're going to rotate that from one movement to the next. And yes, I'm very much aware that having the bench this high up almost turns this into a military press. But the idea is that your shoulders are also involved with all your chest movements. Think about it. When you're doing your bench, your shoulders are engaged. So by starting all the way at the top, it kind of allows you to completely warm up your shoulders as well as your chest. So here we go. Start at the very bottom. We're going to do just 10 reps. Now forward with it. All right. Always make sure that your bench is actually locked into place. You don't want to be that guy that falls backwards or something. Someone asked me the other day, Are there ever any days that you don't feel like working out, feel tired, feel exhausted, or what have you? Don't feel as though you have the time? And to that I had to say, anyone and everyone doesn't feel like doing something. But at the same time, you're not doing it necessarily all the time because you want to do it. Also because you need to do it. Think about the way that you feel after you work out. Feel much better, feel revitalized. In case you ever need to think about whether you should skip a workout or go do it, just remember one thing. Why'd you start working out to begin with? Did you start working out because health reasons? Did you start working out because you're trying to lose weight, gain weight? And let that kind of be your reason to go to the gym. Let that be your reason to work out. And I tell you right now, pretty much every day, I stay up until sometime between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Sometime in there is when I actually go to sleep. And the next day I have to be at work for 6. So, at any given time, I might have 5 hours of sleep, maybe, if I'm lucky. So after you do that for a while, that starts to get a hold of you. I always find it interesting whenever I hear people say, "Oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to work out." And yet these are the same people that they just scroll on YouTube or on Netflix or they're on Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon. Just watch all these different TV shows. So they have an hour to watch all these TV shows, but they don't have an hour to go to the gym. Then, of course, you have some other people that their lifestyle is so active that some days they may not even need to go to the gym. Simply because they have such an active work environment. You may be wondering why I have my legs extended. The only reason why because I like the idea of being able to kind of engage my core a little more. Forces you'd have to stabilize me. Anyway, there we go. That right there, that's our warm up. Like I said, we're only using that right there just to get some blood moving around. I'm gonna bring this back up. Now, like I said, I like to do things a little bit different here and there. So even though normally I'll do that one weight, since I decided to do so many different angles, I like to break it up a little bit. So this will actually be my warm-up right before I go over here to do the barbell. Same thing with that barbell. This will be my warm-up before I do that one. Again, still get that good deep stretch. Very good. All right. Now we step one. Very important to find the center line of the bench. Maybe like this. Like this. There we go. All right. Now we're going to start off on our bench press, incline barbell bench press. All right. 3, 2, 1. Good. Feels real nice, good clean. These have good full width of the bar. Keep the weight very controlled while you're doing them too. The other day with kids out here, moving around some of the weights. My youngest one, she likes to come in here. And she can't quite work out yet, but she definitely tries to. And since we're doing chest and back, your stabilizer muscle group for your chest is going to be your triceps. So you should definitely feel a lot of tension in your triceps. Then for any of your back movements, you're going to feel it in your biceps. So keep that in mind. Ooh. It's pretty good. Nice clean rips. Like I said, you should start feeling a pretty good pump. Think of it almost like, the way I like to think of it is this. Pretend that your body is, say, a water slide. You know, the big giant water slides people usually get for parties and gatherings and stuff. The way I like to think of it, whenever you're working out, is let's say your body is a big water slide. What do those water slides have hooked up to them? Those big blowers, right? So if the water slides say the muscle, and those big blowers of the blood is the blood, yeah, you could get by with, say, the one blower. But as soon as that pressure starts to build up, kids start playing around on it, just won't be able to keep up. You just can't transport. So what do? You put the second blower on, and it stays rock solid. And it's kind of like that. If you stand around too long while you're working out, it's almost like you're going from two blowers to just one. So in other words, chase the pump. Don't let it get away. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh man, didn't add anything over here. There we go. It's looking pretty good pump. Get these two over here. Mm. There we go. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. One more. There we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh. 2. I guess for those of y'all that keep up with numbers and don't know how much certain things are, over here on the incline bench press, we have 185 pounds. And over here on barbell rows, we just have 135 pounds. So go ahead and add a few more. I'm going to bring up upper chest a little more. What do we want to add over here? Put that tin back on. Right. Oh, there went my avalanche driving guy. We have an avalanche that drives around the corner every day. Pretty cool guy. Just interesting. I always know whenever he's driving by because of his music. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Come on. 2, 3. Felt pretty good. Hey, come on. What? All right. Let's kind of recap a little bit. So far, we ended up doing 4 sets on our warm-up with the 15-pound dumbbells, 10 reps on each. So that gave us 40 reps for chest and then 40 reps for back. Then we ended up doing a set with the 35, 5 reps and 5 reps. So that gave us 45 reps on each. Then we came over here to the bench. Started off at 135 for 5. This was 50 reps. Then we stacked on a 10 the first time. Then we did a 5. No, we did 10. Then we did another 10. Then we did 25. Then we added on a 10. So that gave us 4 more sets for 5 reps. That gave us 90 reps. And we did the same over here on our rows. So as of right now, we have 90 reps here, 90 reps there. So what we're going to do, now we're going to come down. Gonna go back to our starting weight. Well, except for on road. Keep that thing on. The rows actually still seem a little bit lighter. Should have actually gone up and done a little more. But anyway, now we're going to do 10 reps and 10 reps. And that'll give us our 100 reps and 100 reps. All right. Three, two, one. Oh, there we go. There's our 100 reps over there. There's our 100 reps over here. Feels pretty good. Now, don't forget, go ahead and make sure, once you're done with your workout, you go ahead and do your stretching. Definitely stretch out. Open up your chest. It helps out tremendously, especially in the recovery phase. So, something that you can do, you can actually stand parallel to a bar. Take the outside hand, put it on a plate, or put it on this bar, or whatever you have. So in this case, and just go this way, and it will stretch all of this out. Which remember, all throughout here, you have your delts, so your deltoids. Those are all stabilizers for what you just did. Hold that for a few seconds. Do the same for the other side. You also stretch out your triceps. Stretching out your medial deltoids, your lateral deltoids, posterior deltoids. By rotating, you're also stretching out your intercostals, so your obliques, internal and external. You're stretching out your serratus. Your serratus is located right here underneath, nearby your ribs, and they look like fingers whenever they become more developed. Now, something else, of course, you can do. You want to stretch out your back, but you're also going to stretch out your back and your hamstring. Remember, yesterday was leg day. What you do, bend your knees, come down here to touch your toes. Slowly yet surely, start to straighten your legs out. Curl your back under, not up. Curl it down. That way it'll stretch out your lower lumbar as well. And if you use your fingertips, you kind of pull yourself down. It'll allow you to actually stretch your rhomboids really nice, actually. The rhomboids and your spinal erectors. basically everything on the inside nearby your spine. The more you stretch, the better. I like to think I stretch a good bit, but I don't think I stretch as much as I used to. The bad thing is, I actually need to stretch more now than I used to. All right. Now another one you can do, basically a high pull, bring both hands to a bar. This one, you gotta stretch out your latissimus dorsi. Some people call it your bat wings. Some people call it almost like a cape. Something else you can do is if you lean from one side to the other, like this, it really allows you to open up everything. Someone just the other day was telling me that they have a lot of back problems, things like that. Another really good recommendation. Literally, look around. Pretty much everybody should have some kind of a pull-up bar. I mean, just in here, I have 1, 2, 3 actual stations I can actually do pull-ups. Now, we're not here to do pull-ups today. That's not the focus. But what we are going to do, we're just going to grab a hold of this bar, and we're just going to hang. That's going to test your grip. That's going to stretch out your back. If you have a bar that's up higher, it'll make it so that you have to force yourself to stretch your core. Try to lean back while you stretch. Like I said, that's a stretching movement. You're not actually trying to do an extra pull-up. But anyway, that right there, that's some good overall stretching that you can do. You can do some additional movements. But I tell you, I mean, did those just now, feel 100% better. Feel as though it's almost like you have something you're trying to inflate, like some kind of pool item that you're about to throw out in the pool for the kids or the missus or whatever. And while you're airing it up, you have to keep on working the creases out so the air can actually flow a lot better to actually get through to whatever it is you're airing up. Kind of like that. You just finished doing your workout, you do those stretch movements, and you just overall you feel as though the blood can just flow a lot better. I mean, you just feel a whole lot better actually. It's one of those things. Try it. You see what I'm talking about. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out some of the other videos. This right here actually completes the 4 weeks, 4 days a week. So this is video number 16, 15 actually, because I did not do one for week 4, day 1. And also, as a side note, I realized on, I think it was the biceps triceps workout, which would be week 4, day 2. I actually said week 3 in the video. Anyway, doesn't really matter. As always, like I said, get after it, get growing. That stuff popping up all over the screen right now. So, get rid of that. All right, y'all. Get after it, get growing.